Hi, welcome. Today we're going to be doing the heart snowflake pattern, and we're just going to go ahead and start here by cutting out one of the 6-inch patterns. The 6-inch ones fit almost all kinds of coffee filters, so that's why I go ahead and use this size. You can make it a little bigger or smaller on your computer if you need to, and if you find that yours is printing a little bit differently, you can always go ahead and measure just from the top up to this line here, and then double this to know which size of paper you need to start with. So that 6-inch pattern just means that you need to start with at least a 6-inch diameter circle or a 6-inch square of paper. That's all that means. So we're just going to go ahead and take one of these coffee filters that we dyed with some food coloring. Fold it in half and then half again. And then we're going to go ahead and fold this point into thirds. We're going to try for a 6-point snowflake, which is what we see in nature. And then we're going to go ahead. You can see I could make this one bigger. These coffee filters tend to be just a little bit bigger. Go ahead and line this one up. And staple works great to hold the pattern on for beginners especially, or you can use a paper clip if you want to. And then I'm just going to go ahead and as I'm cutting out the hearts, I make sure that I'm coming in at an angle. If you come in straight from the side, it's going to make the hearts look a little bit different. So if you come in at an angle, just as you're kind of continuing this line off the paper. So we're just going to go ahead and come in at an angle here. And then whenever I am making a shape, I like to go ahead and check and make sure it's the way I like it. Let's go ahead and make sure it's a nice heart shape. And then I can keep going. The angle that you start the cuts does make a difference. I know I did 2 different videos earlier about that. We really need to do some more of those. Were fun videos. Just different ways to kind of exaggerate the border to make it turn out differently. And you can see my hearts aren't exactly the same as each other. Let's separate the layer there so you can see like the style of the hearts. I actually like to make them, you know, some tall and skinny and some a little bit cute and chubby, just to kind of give more variety. It gives more visual interest, I feel, rather than having them all look exactly the same, just like it was clip art that was just enlarged. So I like to give a little bit of variety of shape into my work. So I am going to actually stop for just a second here. You might not need to do this, but go ahead and put a paper clip on there if you need to hold the layers together so you're not fighting with that while you're cutting. We are working on our cutting skills and making sure you just do a nice, easy cut. Go slow if you need to. There's another heart. Okay, I'm just going to move those out of the way. And this time I chose to leave the center closed, but you could, if you wanted to, add a little bit more detail to the center. And then I'm going to go ahead and for this outline, if you felt that this was too close and you were worried, you could leave a little bit of a border. You could even like draw along here. You could take a pen and go ahead and draw a little bit farther out for how you wanted to put in a border. If your pen worked, that would be even better. But I'm going to go ahead and follow as shown on the pattern. but it's just up to you. And if you want to modify the patterns are just here to help you as you're learning. And if you need to change them, that's not a problem at all. The ideal goal is that you'll be able to develop your own patterns and make your own unique snowflakes. So just remember that as you're learning. Part of learning is also building your own confidence. So just keep trying and try things you like and see what works and what doesn't. Both of those things are very important in developing your own style. So here we go. Try to move everything out of the way. Lots of little pieces of paper, which is great if you're making a Valentine's box, or if you wanted to use little hearts as like confetti inside a Valentine's card, that would also be great. I'm gonna go ahead and open this. Sometimes when you're unfolding, you just need to make sure the points get unfolded straight. Different papers have their own strengths, so you kind of learn that as you go along. You can use wrapping paper. Newspaper works great when you're just starting out too. Coffee filters are great, especially for folding if you don't want to worry about those ears. And there we go. Thank you for watching.